Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend or weekday, depending on the time you're watching this. Welcome to my presentation on the Lean Sandwich Shop for the Lean Six Sigma Green Belt class. And the main problem that I see in the shop is 10% defect rate, and most of them come from cold sandwiches. And all those defects add up to about $120,000 in waste. This is money that could be used better by the shop, or it can generate additional profits. This is their current state. A customer enters the shop. First thing is you record and you deliver the order to the next person. And I see task 5 takes about 165 seconds, which is currently the bottleneck in the whole operation. That's placing sandwiches in the toasters. I do not know why it takes that long, but we will see if we can find a solution for that. So using the Pareto analysis graph, we confirmed that cold sandwiches are the main problem. It occurs about 36.8% of the time, and it costs the farm about 44,000. So when you combine the cold sandwiches and wrong dressing, you get to about 53.8% of the defects, and we are trying to fix these two. If we do this, we might, generate additional savings. In our cost of quality worksheet or cost of poor quality worksheet, we can calculate exactly, not exactly, but an approximation of how much money is being wasted or how much money is being, given up by the current processes. It's about 120,000. Solution I came up with was to try and optimize my workflow or Lean's workflow. And we combined a few tasks, task number 2 and task number 5. So when you select the bread, you also add the protein. And when you're doing toasting, you're also wrapping and you're delivering the sandwich to the customer. This means that whoever's doing the toasting is not waiting to get, until they get the hot sandwich back. So they're doing something else as they wait. So this reduced the bottleneck, and then we got like a new bottleneck, or we had like a co-bottleneck, if you will, and it increased our throughput to about 8 sandwiches per hour. This is the new workflow, how it looks like. So the customer comes in and then they give out the order. We'll, of course, implement something to confirm that we're getting the right order. It only has like one employee. And then the station 2, the bread and protein part, it has 2 employees, and they pick up the bread and they also add the protein in that station. Station 3, where you put vegetables and toppings, it has 3 employees. And then for station 4, where we had the bottleneck of toasting, we have 4 employees, where you toast, you wrap, and you deliver the protein to the customer. We have 4 employees sitting there just to be able to address the bottleneck, and they can also move back and forth within stations with this U-shaped workflow. And what are the benefits of our new workflow? Our new workflow will reduce movement because it's kind of seamless. The flow is seamless, and the idle time is also reduced. You don't have to wait for one process to finish. Once the task starts, it just goes until the end. Unless you're the last person and it's the first customer, but once things start moving, you'll have less idle time. And this will translate into, getting employees back and forth stations when needed during peak hours. And going forward, I intend to monitor the processes to see, how much throughput is being generated and if it's actually working, and also trying to identify other things that because we change something, maybe something else would arise. And then we outline the tasks and procedures to standardize the process. And we also try to cross-train employees, especially during peak hours. and then we spot check, asking the five questions. So the benefits of our new plan is we optimized staff from the previous 12 employees to 10 employees. That saved 110,000 approximately. We also want to buy a new heat lamp because the main problem was cold sandwiches. So we want like an effective quality lamp that would work. And the total savings is about 153,000. So I have like an implementation timeline for this. So week 1 and 2, we install the heat lamp and we communicate the new workflow. Week 3 and 4, we train and then we initiate the new workflow. 5 and 6, we monitor using the control charts and 555 audits. Week 7 and going forward, we process improvement, we monitor, we do reviews to ensure that the gaps are being filled, and if we have new opportunities to improve, we can proceed with them. So the outcomes of what I suggested is getting an increased throughput and saving about 150,000. Usually you want to protect your brand, so customers will at least not get cold sandwiches going forward, and then we'll approve this and implement this immediately. Thank you.